EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
That is their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here you go, set. 19 tight, 19 tight. Half the 50, half the 50.
They'll try and throw for it here.
Walker hit and the ball is out.
And the Falcons grab it. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
On the double.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. Look, 52.
They'll run on first down. Morrison. And some room to run now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Ready, ready. And cycle. Ready?
Now a play fake here on first down. Touchdown, Falcons! Odell Beckham with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready, set.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Looking to throw on second down. Patton forced out to his left. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Falcons.
Well, Charles, he's... League, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Coup for the extra point.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
On second down, it's Walker.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Patton going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Operating from the gun. Patton. In trouble, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Taken in at the 22. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25.
And it will be Falcon football.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
The throw over the middle taken in.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Kobe Bryant picks off his fellow Bearcat alum Desmond Ritter. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And once again, it's Eskridge. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on third down, Patton. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Ready?
On fourth down, Patton going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Falcons are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Falcons had 8-3 now, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And the offense last week, they certainly had things humming, because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
18
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons grab it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Morrison. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 33.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Got his man. It's London. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Second and 4. Straight ahead, Walker.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
30 yards there, and of course the first down as well.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Hey, check that. Street.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Ready?
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. First down, and they'll start with Algier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7. He'll look to throw. That will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. On first down, Patton. Left side complete to Lockett. He's trying to... Blind side, got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hacking, 18! Alert! Alert! Ready!
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you'll get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 2nd down, It's Morrison. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in their second-half blowout material. This pass is caught by London. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver, and as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Back to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morrison. Touchdown! From 8 yards out, as his guys were able to push that lead out a bit further. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to...
And it's blocked. This is going the other way. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 30, the 20. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. That is a play that you just do not see very often. Maybe a couple times a year. The blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes it's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Trap 60. 70 Ranger. Go.
To throw on second down. Patton, left side here. That's the tight end, Fant. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 84 yards on the ground for him so far.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Patton. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's Walker. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Again, Walker. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
I have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
They'll try and run. Walker, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. 1st down after 1st down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
On fourth down, Patton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on fourth and goal from the 2, and the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand.
43 rail. Set.
Starting the drive with Algier. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Up the middle they go. Morrison. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Like blue. Set. Cut.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We have played 3 quarters.
Get it. Dragon 60. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. Ready.
On first and 10, Patton flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Let's go now.
And this offense on third down today, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Looking to throw. Patton. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here, this is Walker. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Ready. Ready.
Now a draw play. It's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Seahawks 16.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. He finds his man, complete. That's Morrison. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Looking to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. On first down, it's Morrison. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd and 2. Over the middle, caught by London. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Kobe Bryant picks off his fellow Bearcat alum, Desmond Ritter. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
50 Bobcats! 50 Bobcats! Catch! 18 Pioneers! 19 Lions!
Throwing to start the drive. Patton. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
18 Rally! 18 Rally! Hey, Panther 11! Panther 11!
Back to throw. Patton. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
Well, there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Morrison, and he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
It's caught by OBJ. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Dancing to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Past the 20. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Now the Seahawks will bring the offense back onto the field, and they'll go for 2. Now they send a man in motion right.
Warriors 17.
They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. Got a man, it's London. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Here we go.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check you. Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. He completes it to Beckham. And he's brought down. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. Kobe Bryant makes the stop on that one. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Down.
He'll drop to throw. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Richie Grant, and the Falcons come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.